and that wood will soak it right on up, because I do not finish these. That way I don't close up the pores. And you want to give that a nice little bit to soak in there. Just kind of make sure it's not pouring out excessively anywhere else. And then after a little bit, when it looks like it's done soaking up, you just want to run a rag through there to get the excess out. And so far we've got that much of the front done. This one's actually a relatively quick one to do. Put that off to the side. Alright, and next up we're going to be doing kind of these pieces right here, whatever you want to call them, the distressed pieces. I've also put in some extras of here so you can kind of configure it how you want. Go ahead and get these out. Move this back here a little bit. Alright, so got all our distressed pieces out. You kind of go through and just set them up how you want. Let's go there. Oh, you don't do this front one. Eyes go there. In fact, let me go ahead and break out the eyes. This piece will be up front. And this, like I said, this is where kind of the star is important. You make sure you get that placement, because it matches up with the teeth that we're going to be putting in later. That. And you can just randomly toss things on here. Or you can come up with your own little pattern. See how it looks to you. Now, if these are too snug to pull in and out, you can kind of just bead a couple spots here and there. If they are easy to pull out, then you can go ahead and get them situated on how you want them, and then pop them off. And when you go to replace them, just put a little bit of glue in the underside of this and work with it from there. Let's see, let's go. I like this one. And I'm going through putting the side out. Random place, here we go. And you may get some soot on your hands as you're doing this. Once again, laser engraving kind of chars the side. You can always just take a rag and wipe that off if it's a little too much for you. This can't have the proper amount of pieces. In the future, like I said, I'll probably throw some more of these pieces in there. Or you can even kind of do things yourself and break one of those off. Yeah, get back here. Alright, so these ones all fit in rather snugly. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a little bead here at the edge. On each of them, let that soak in. Same thing with the joints right here. Just now, I go through a lot of super glue doing these. Make sure you get the front as well. Get that a couple seconds to soak in. Doesn't take much on these ones because that's that end grain, so that glue will soak in super quick. Let that dry. Go ahead, do that to the other side. easier. Now it's going to seat right in. Got to get this one on the back side. Hopefully, shit. Hopefully I'm doing this in an area where you can see. And get the top of these. Again, let it soak in for just a few seconds. So quickly. Get that wiped up. And adjust this a little bit. There we go. And that's pretty much the top portion. Like I said, you can go through and add a couple spots here and there just to make sure. These ones stay put. If you use too much, you're going to have spots. Where it's going to glisten and gleam and have a, might not take the stain well. If you want to stain these, I would go ahead and do that prior to. Alright, so we will go ahead. See, we got little bubbles right there. It's fine. Just dab it up real quick. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and put that off to the side and work on the bottom half, because I want to let this dry before I add the teeth together. Bottom half's relatively simple. Once again, you're going to want to put things together before you glue it. Go ahead and there's another reason why you want to go ahead and do the bottom piece, so you can get these other pieces out and access the teeth. I always kind of like putting the teeth in last, besides the eyes. Oh, come on, you. Get out. Alright. Alright. Once again, same thing. Opposing sides are going to have that soot. Make sure you get the parts accordingly. And you got the 3 prongs here that are going to slide right into, you got the middle prong, it's going to slide right into this middle piece, and the top and bottom are going to slide right around that. Make sure your magnet is at the top, and it should just pop right on in. Once again, if it's a little tight, you want to wiggle it. Don't apply too much pressure or else you'll break things. If you want to do it one piece at a time, you can do that. But you want to take these side pieces and put them into the back plate first. Now I'm going to get in there. There we go. Alright. Now we can go ahead and take this front plate. You have 2 parts to it. You have the solid piece, and then you have the face part of it, or the frame, and it's going to go sit right on the bottom there, and then you're going to put the rest of it through that hole there. Go ahead and put that on a little solid foundation so you can snap it all the way down. And now we can put front face on. Flip it over, do the same thing with the back. Now, you want these holes towards the top, because you can actually get this in backwards if you do it wrong. If you put these on the bottom, you aren't going to be able to close it. front face came off. Get that put back on. Alright, so once again, these two big holes right here, that's going to be for your hinge. Those need to go towards the top. If you have any questions on what the top is, that's going to be the side with your magnet. And your teeth should be facing up. This is the bottom piece. Snap that right on in. And I forgot one little thing. I can have it. Oh. See, this is what I get from trying to do it from memory. We'll just pop this front face off. Almost forgot. The bottom. We'll go ahead and just pull that out,